Yo, so before this video starts, I just wanted to say that I started before I actually scheduled this video, which was literally yesterday for you guys. Today is the 24th, so Merry Christmas to everyone here. Hope you guys have a nice Christmas, that's for sure. We have 3 days, or rather 2 days technically. But since my uncle has the 24th as his birthday, we have 3 days of Christmas, and I really love you guys. You guys definitely made me happy, made me continue YouTube even though we had a really tough time. Really really shit people around sometimes, but I still stood by because you guys were there, kept supporting me, and for that I just wanted to say thank you everybody. This video most likely will be 1 hour long. I might be wrong, maybe it's gonna be like 45 minutes, 30 minutes, who knows. But this video is more about my information to the game. If it's something that is pretty stupid or just pretty wrong, leave a comment down below what you guys think about what I should have had up there and what you guys would do better. But honestly, I just see this game not that fun anymore, but I still play this because for you guys. I had so many questions why I didn't play other games, and the reason behind it is because I already tried TF2 and Minecraft. Those 2 games did not get any views pretty much in the first 3 months, so I just gave up on the idea and just went on with Bloons. Since my majority of my viewers are from Bloons CD Battles, sadly. So many people that are so toxic in the community are watching me, keep annoying me, keep pinging me, but I do have them blocked. So it's pretty cool and everything, but again, for my community alone, I think this is a Christmas gift for you all that you definitely would enjoy. I see you guys as usual in the next video. Please enjoy this Q&A and informative video. Again, this is just my point of view, not someone that is actually way better than me. I just add stuff that I think is right. And again, if there is anything missing or I said something pretty stupid, just leave a comment down below and I'll definitely will say it in the next video as well, which is gonna be either Sylvester or New Year. I'll see you guys as usual in the next video. Peace out, love you guys, and enjoy. So you guys have clicked on this video because first of all Q&A makes total sense. Secondly, because I announced that I will be making an informative video about the game. So yeah, we'll be doing that as well. This video will be most likely 30 to 45 minutes long, Jesus Christ. Couldn't even say it in English. But yeah, this video will be pretty much really long. It's a good Christmas gift to you guys, literally, and yeah, I started recording this at 16th December, and I don't know when I'm gonna edit it all around, but I also wrote everything before December even came in, so if I have any, you know, stupid stuff written down or just don't know what I'm talking about, feel free to always use the comment section down below and type down what you think, what I missed out, what I said stupidly enough that didn't make any sense. Just type it down there, and yeah. Hope you guys will be enjoying, and here goes to Q&A number uno. How the fuck do I unlock all these powers? I've played the game a bunch, and I might not be great, but I win most of my matches in CC, and I have like 1/5 of all powers unlocked. Why is XP so hard to get? You earn the XP by playing in arenas that are low players. For example, CC boost only for what reason does not earn you any other power XP but track, Bloon and tower power XP. Which I mean makes sense as it is only boost only, but even other boost only arenas grants you Sabo and Eco power EXP randomly. Q&A number 2. The Q&A asks, could you do best strats for each map on boost only and powers? and if eco is viable in that map, etc. And I said, could try to, but it will be a long ass video. It's also tedious to talk about what power strats you should go on. If I'm allowed to do it like 7 videos that are at least 1 hour long, then I'd consider doing so. It is pretty tough to do these kind of videos because you have to think what powers you should use and what map you can go on and what strategy you have to go for and what your opponent does and what power combination does to what the opponent has, for example. It's something I need to think about. My predictions are pretty crazy, but even that, I would not do that. It's a little bit too tough for that. Q&A number 3 said, I need a low-key recall strat guide. And the answer would be shocking but obvious. No, watch Lokish for that. I will not do these kind of videos. It will hurt my CPU. It will be boring for you guys to watch it. And thirdly, everybody's asking that to other YouTubers and we're getting like pretty much annoyed about that. Please stop doing that, or like please asking that. That's kinda annoying. Question number 4 asks, I always ask myself why certain strategies are played the way they are. It's common knowledge Engi strategies are very terrain heavy, but why? What's the logic? Why does Haley farm ice try to enter store despite having the Apache? I'm never certain of that logic. I can tell you why Engi strats are like that. Why Haley farm ice are meant to enter store and or store when having the upper lower hand strats. Engi simply does not go later than around 38, there we go, I can't even speak anymore. And Engi Ninja, Engi Healy, or Engi Spike, they all will be losing around 38 or beyond, which means around 39, 40, 41, 42, etc, etc. And considering what strats you play, Healy from Ice, on the other hand, can go late if you got no late game strat opponent that goes beyond 140, which Healy Ice, when good farms, dies on. For example, fast good on CMGs. Because it would die on that round specifically. Because the ramping would be too much and, for example, you don't have too much money to go for a lot of Apaches, and that's kinda why Healy Farm Ice has to go for the enter store a bit early on, but yeah. If you also had like a super strategy, for example, you will actually go really much late game non-stop, like you will win late game. That's why the Healy Farm Ice, for example, has to go and try to be enter store and be aggressive to your ass as good as possible, so your late game strat, like talking as if you're the opponent, like the villain, let's say that, cannot go late game and he will secure the win because Super Monkey needs a lot of eco and also farm money, which means either go for 3 or 4 BIs and the rest will be factories, so you can actually get a lot more money and you earn a lot of eco as well. But that's really up to you. It's also like dependent on what game mode you use, like free power-ups. Everything goes late, everything. Literally everything goes late if you play it correctly. In boost only, there are certain strategies that go late, but mainly it's Super Monkey strategies, so that's your answer for that. Question number 5. I guess the only question I have, I guess that is also Nico that wrote that. I guess I only have one question that I have in my mind, which is, what arenas do you play when you are low on medallions, like 100k, 300k medallions? Moab Pit is a given unless you're good. Do you play high arenas once per week and then play another arena that you're comfortable with? Or do you just risk the medallions and go full in Moab Pit? And there's a consideration on what you should do, and here's what I said about that, because I wrote everything in the editor. Considering how bad you are in skill-wise, of course I myself am pretty bad of a player, I recommend you to go at 30k medallions. You can try to play more Pit boost only and or powers if you got tier 3 powers unlocked on each category. I do recommend improved eco boost, pop boost and eco choke if you wanna certainly win in more Pit. If you lose, you should always just go back to CC and practice more and or watch more YouTubers that are decent at the video game and explain what they are doing. Asian Sensation, Locust, CCP, AK6 Power. For BFP, I'd say around 150k is at your best day, so you can got some more tries. left, but usually I'd just get to go for like 250k, Engi Superdome, surprisingly I'd say 250 to 500k. Before you try it, it does not hurt you too much to lose some medallions, but it's also risk-free, so you don't risk too many medallions when losing in those high arenas. That is what I would do if I was pretty much new. Now the question is, are you skilled or not? That is the consideration. That's why I said considering how bad you are or how good you are. So that's the thing. In my case, I'm a semi-decent player, so I always go right away with Moab Pit, and I got 10k. I end up winning in boost only, makes sense because Moab Pit is the highest lowest arena technically. From the top 3, it's basically lowest, so I literally win it every single time. Because I know what to do, and Moab Pit players are not really tend to be good, so... Yeah, 10k for me, BAP is gonna be like 50 to 75k for me, for you guys it's 150. And Engi Superdome, I never tried it because I never did a new account with Superdome in the newest arena. So I'd say for me 100k, and for you guys, like I said, 350k to 500k, because you never know how good your opponent's gonna be. And then our last question of the day is gonna be a personal question that I find a lot, which is, why are you so underrated? And fun fact, I actually found every single comment that I could find in the categorizing on underrated. And here's what I have to say to myself for that question. And that is, I don't see myself like ever underrated. Like, people are pretty nice and say that I'm underrated, my thumbnails are good, my videos editing is crazy because of my music choice. Or in general, if I do really great editing videos, which would be the sped up videos, which is not really that long of a editing skill. It's pretty simple though. And I said here, I don't see myself underrated. If people don't like my content, that's really up to them. I just like to see people type candy. You are so underrated, you deserve more subs and views, etc. It's kind of funny to me, but I do appreciate a lot of you guys given to me so far. And that is true. I actually love when everybody is saying like, you're underrated, you're really good at video game, why are you not at, I don't know, 20k, 30k, 50k subscribers? And yeah, it's kind of funny, not gonna lie. I actually still, to this day, get these kind of comments like, concerning how good your thumbnail and your like commentary is, you still have under 10k, you're so underrated. I would have really thought you'd be like at with 50k, 70k subscribers. Of course, that was it's now like just like an example that people would say, but it's literally what I just said. People think having a good amount of like mindset of how to set up thumbnails, how to talk in the videos, or have like common sense and commentary, you have like a really good amount of subscribers. Sadly, that's not the case. It's YouTube. YouTube has changed. It's pretty bad though. But again, thank you for the questions, which is also a short-ass Q&A because nobody asked anymore after given technically a month of time to let them know I'll be doing this kind of video. But thanks everybody for these kind of questions, and let's talk about the informative stuff. See you guys there. What is enter stalling and stalling? Stalling, for example, are super ability, clear host, clear ability, ice ability and more, but I do believe what the user meant is with the enter stalling or stalling is when I keep saying without using the towers at stall what enter stalling and stall really is. So let's talk about the enter stalling. Enter stalling is basically you pop the last Bloons layer or pop every single Bloon as fast as possible on the screen, or when they start right away on the track. So, for example, you're playing against eco to prevent too much of eco, just enter stall. How to do it? You go with Yearly, Dartling or Cobra, and you put them on either in the behind the end or at the end. Dartling, Yearly, Cobra at the beginning, so you can enter stall more. If you know your opponent's ecoing, you go with one Cobra and then go for like 256 eco and go for the Mortar to keep interstalling. That's how it is. And that's basically interstalling. But my recommendations that strats are really good with interstalling would be Engi, Engi Healy, Engi Ninja, Engi Spike, Healy Ice, Healy Glue, Ninja Mortar if you're playing against a Healy, not Healy, what am I saying? Eco strat. Yeah, it's a bit tough to read everything on a order. And some Cobra strats. There are also some Dartling Boomer combos, but they're really not that great, especially in boost only. So they're basically not worth talking about because they will lose on mid game / late game, so that's not really worth talking anyway. Stalling is basically the opposite of interstalling, which is you pop the last Bloons layer or pop all the Bloons as late as possible. The longer the rounds are, the better for you is, especially in eco play. When it's as much as eco you want in eco versus farm play, eco is everything for you. That's why people usually put their towers at the end of the track to pop the last Bloon of every single game to like very late. And that's basically info number uno, and I'll see you guys to the info 2. How to play Bloons BTD battles in general. Well, there are a lot of strats and you need to master. At some point, for some maps that you usually skip on, it will be handy very late on once you got the hang of it. There are some different game modes and arenas you need to practice on as well, so here's a brief explanation on every game how it works and what the perfect strats could be to counter grinders or late game players. Bonanza, brief mentioned, 2 times eco and money, really much late game variant. I recommend using Cobras if they're unbanned to adjust your opponent as fast as possible on round 14 and or extend around 7 CMG since it's not speed bonanza. You can also go pretty much late and use Bloon Beatdown, the abilities and turbo mobs to win the game. Also pretty fast because people rely on Ice Super, and the Ice Tower is basically a tower that stalls when you have to use the ability. Same goes to the Ninja, but you can always activate it whenever you can before you see that your opponent has it. Then the next one is Bonanza. Speaking of Speed Bonanza, it also goes late, but if Cobra is allowed, people usually go with Healy Farm Cobra and most likely kill you on round 6 to 7 with Rainbows, if the micro is really good on round 4 or 5. So how do you counter that? Quite easy. You go, and I say this again, you go Ninja Farm Maze. Or Ninja Farm Super if you're pretty good at the video game. But I do recommend NFA because it's Healy Farm Cobra proof if you're decent enough. If you play NFA and meet NFS, just surrender. No way you're gonna win against that. That is true, you cannot win against Ninja Super, it's unbeatable. Now we got R3 speed, and obviously the other gamers with R3. But we're gonna talk about the R3 first. Random Tree, or in short R3, is a game mode that the game itself gives you the random towers and powers. So you can learn the different type of towers, their strengths and weakness, and if you're completely new to the game, you can also test out the higher powers that you never unlocked to see how good they really are. Outside of from YouTube videos made mostly by me and Zigzag Power, because we both make a lot of Free Powerups content, but mainly me, but I don't want to shine in like being the original of, Free Powerups content creator. It's not something I am proud of, but it is whatever. Then we got R3 speed, which is basically the same, but it's a little bit more faster. And Mega Boost is basically something that nobody really plays, but I can still explain it. And that is the Mega Boost. The Mega Boost is basically the same shit as Boost only, but your track power will not change. You can use whatever power you want outside of Tower and Bloon Boost. Why outside Tower Bloon Boost is because the Tower and Bloon Boost got something called Tower Mega Boost and Bloon Mega Boost, which it states upgrades your upgraded towers to the next upgrade on left or right. But you can also get a shit ton of tempos if you play Mega Boost. It is really tough to do so because you need at least one more Mega Boosts left for all your tempos, and sound cards are pretty expensive, but again, Mega Boost upgrades to your left side and the right side of the upgrades to 1, considering what you upgraded first. It's always recommended to upgrade the towers first before the game randomizes on what upgrade they choose to upgrade, you know? So that kind of sucks, but it is definitely manageable. It's something else. Then the Mega Boost on the Bloon side is basically the same, it just upgrades the Bloons type to 1 upgrade path. For example, red to blue, zebras to rainbows, rainbows to ceramic. Same goes to the Moab class Bloon, Moab to BFB and BFB to CMG. CMG has nothing higher, so it's CMG to CMG. It's funny, but yeah, people still use Mega Boost sometimes if people actually enjoy that, but usually nobody likes to play Mega Boost, it's stupid. Then we got R3's Bonanza, because it's a combination that everybody plays, and we all love it. And combine everything I set up there, and do it in as a game mode. It is Speedy Bonanza Random Trio, which randomizes your towers and powers. The game moves faster, you can also send Bloons earlier, and gives you 2 times eco and produces 2 times more money from the farm. Yep, that's it. You also get more eco from the BI, but I didn't mention in the script there. Then we got Play with Fire, Speed with Fire. Why did I type Play with Fire and Speed with Fire? Because they're basically the same, just because the speed is basically with fire sometimes, like speedy, you know. And let's talk about it. Play with Fire, Speed with Fire is basically a game mode that you usually grind on, especially with Speed with Fire, which makes you send your opponent Bloons, but also you can send yourself Bloons back, which is annoying, but you also earn 2 times more eco. But the money stays at 1 times. Best power usage for this game mode is definitely Eco Nerf, Rubber to Gold, and Lightning. You can also use damage boost instead of like Eco Nerf or Lightning, but it's better to have Lightning around, because Lightning Rubber to Gold is definitely the best play. Then we got also, you can also remove Eco Nerf for damage boost, which I said, or BBB for Big Bloom Buster, but again, I prefer having Eco Nerf because Eco Nerf will help you a lot if your opponent is, for example, going Cobra. And they also use Rubber to Gold, which is going to be annoying to play against, so let's always have better timing for the Eco Nerf. But basically there are also other game modes combination, but those are basically what you see daily, like R3 Speed Mega Boost, R3 Speed Bonanza, which we talked about, Speed Play with Fire, and also R3 combined, Speed Play with Fire Mega Boost, etc, etc. It's everywhere. There's also one game mode, but it's not even there anymore. It's the one live game mode. It was there, it was pretty hyped, but it didn't, and I say this again, it didn't last long. Kinda sucks. Layering Rushing. And that is quite easy to do, because all you need to do is send slow cooldown Bloons first, medium Bloons first, next, and then fast Bloons as last. For example, Space Bloons, aka Lead Bloons, Pings, which will be coming to that later, or maybe Ceramic, we'll see that. But let's talk about the normal layering, which everybody knows is slow Bloons first, medium Bloons next, and then fast Bloons last. Why is it like an order? It's pretty simple. I'll explain now why. Lead Bloons or greens, those two have the same speed, I believe, and leads are pretty slow. So basically, leads, then you go to whites and zebras, because they both have basically almost the same speed, or maybe half the same speed. Also, like, leads first because they're slow, whites to zebras, and then rainbows, because rainbows are a little bit faster than zebras. And then you send pings. And this is a layer. Keep that in mind, this is the layer. You definitely send leads first, then whites, zebras. Now you can choose if you want to send region rainbows or just normalized rainbows. But you have to remember, region rainbows are like 20 to 40% more expensive, which is gonna be annoying. Don't get me wrong, but it is cost efficient if you force your opponent to boost, get more defense up, or they die to your own rush, because it'd be really cool to see that they die to the rush basically. I don't know why I said your own rush, but we make mistakes, we're humans. And medium rushes are basically like LEDs. You send a tanky Bloon, for example, ceramic, and then pinks. Ceramic is a little bit faster than LEDs, but not faster than anything else. So yeah, ceramics is a little bit tanky. Pinks are way too fast. They will cockblock the ceramic, and the ceramic will be sneaking by, and it basically... Excuse me. Will basically snuck through without getting damage unless the opponent has good targeting or has a sniper on strong. That's basically how the opponent will end. Then we got a normal ass layering, which is with the AI, greens round 7 with blacks behind or pinks behind. Then we got round 5 with blues with pinks behind, because round 5 has the greens AI on it. And then we got on round 15 to 16. Why am I saying 15 to 16? It's pretty simple, because on round 15, when you see region pings, you start sending LEDs, like 5 to 6 sets. And then when the round starts, you can actually send, after 2 sets of LEDs remain, at least like whites and zebras together, or just zebras with pinks behind, and you will literally make your opponent boost or even die to the rush, which is not even that like crazy to send. It's like, let's see, 200 and 220. It's like, yeah, basically 6 sets is like 1.2k, and 228 sets with not 6 sets, 8 sets. It's more like 5 sets. Let's say 5 sets. So 6 and 5 sets is 1.2 plus 1.4, maybe 1.3. I think 1.3. I think it's 1.3. So it's 2.5k dollars on the rush alone, plus some pings behind. It's till the war round is on, which means around 90 times 15 to 20. So it's going to be another 800 in general. And not 800, 1.8. So that's going to be 4.3k. And a boost is pretty much always worth when you make your opponent boost, and or your opponent gets more defense and boost at the same time, or your opponent dies to that rush, which is the way to go. But that's basically how it works with rushing and layering. It is a little bit tough to get a hang of it when the rounds end and whatnot. It's literally kind of funny though, but yeah, that's how it is. And yeah, let's go to the info 4. Info 4! The information goes hard and hard. I type so much, it's actually insane. How to eco correctly. Oh wait, the strategies. Sorry, that's info 5. Strategies. I got many questions about how to play certain strats correctly, and I have to say that it's pretty tough to explain the strat correctly. However, you can play strats almost perfectly if you know strengths and weakness of each of towers, and or know how to eco correctly. For Super Monkey strats, you usually wanna go for a tower that is cheap and good for early and mid round. For example, Wizard and Dart are for stalls. And for stalls, which is really good for Super, is Ninja or Blue, but Blue from Super is not recommended because it lacks camo defense. But you can also go like Blue with Super, but it doesn't really go that late, really. I'd say go Ninja from Super. For eco wise, I'd say go Ninja Blue Super or Engi Ninja Super, as it will help you a lot for mid and late game. There are also different strats outside of Super, like Engi strat, Ace, Sniper, and Cobra, etc, etc. But we can talk about Sniper and Engi as they are more seen in arenas. Engi is heavily inspired to enter still. Jesus, I can't even speak my own thing. And good good as possible to drain your opponents whenever you can, especially in free power-ups, which comes in with Eco Choke and Kobe Eco usage, which nobody really uses. Super boost as well. Sniper is farm type tower that also attacks, and stores more class Bloon with his 4th tier left side. Sniper grants you with the new update $1.75k dollars every ability usage, and before the update it was random from 1.5k to 2k and deemed to be good or bad. Ace is quite literally one of the best towers in the whole game, with 3 upgrades Spectre, for cleanups, ODS for the mid game rushes and defense, and also grants you for the round 32 CMG fast cooldown. Ace is definitely one of the best tower in the game for that reason, besides obviously this stores. Ace is probably like top 5 to top 6 best tower in the game. Then we got the top 2 to 5 store towers, which are Sniper, Mortar, Ninja, Glue, Ice. Is that 5? Mortar, Glue, Ninja, Ice, Sniper, yeah. Those are 5 really good stores. And then we got obviously the numero uno, which is the Super Monkey. I do recommend using stores before you actually want to try out the Ace, because the Ace with the targeting micro is a little bit tough to do so. It's also really dumb. I do recommend watching videos beforehand and then learn the way around the Ace more around. It's pretty stupid, but you get the hang of it at some point. Now for the funny, we got finally the info number 5, which is the eco. Also eco correctly. Now the thing is, you can't really eco correctly exactly how I do it. You can try to, but I also don't really eco correctly, but I'll still say what I can say about this. So you got some strategies that are eco reliant, such are like Ninja Glue Super, Ninja Engi Super, Dart, Ninja Ace, which nobody really uses, except some. And then there's also Ninja Glue, Ice Ace, and more. But how do you exactly eco for these kind of stress, and how do I make it so easy to with ecoing? Quite simple. You just keep sending fast cooldown Bloons, and when we don't have money, you can just keep sending space eco. That's what I basically said here. Quite simple, you always want to send group Bloons when you got a lot of money, but do not send group Bloons when you got no money. For example, 500 eco, and you only have $200 dollars, you save up. So here's my explanation briefly, what I do sometimes. Usually my go-to is to round 2 and round 5 group Bloons, round 6 if possible also group Bloons, but usually you want to save up money to layer greens 7 with the AI to force more upgrades on your opponent's side, go back to blacks as the eco on round 7 at the end, to round 8, and after round 9 send yellows to force more upgrades. After that don't eco at all if you don't know, can't defend, if you don't know how to defend round 13 with your strategy basically. It's also pretty tough, but it's something else. But also make sure that you defend around 13 rushes, or even the bait rushes if you got no money, because if you die to bait rush, you're stupid. If you boost to bait rush, you're stupid. You're gonna just lose. That's the way to go. Always put yourself down, talk to yourself like, if I lose this bait rush, I'm a noob, I will never play this game again. If, for example, let's see, if you lose to an alot rush, you suck. If you boost to an alot rush and you lose, I suck. Always put yourself down, keep thinking how to defend rushes, and you'll be fine as an eco player. It's literally pretty easy to defend eco rushes, alot rushes or bait rushes, because you always have the money in 6 seconds. But it's not like farms where you can just sell your farms and get more defense. That doesn't work like that. It's kind of bad though. Kind of sucks, but no, nothing we can do really. If you know how to defend around 13 rushes or bait rushes, you can eco around 11 with whites or for a bit. After that, keep sending whites till you got 2.5k eco, and then you can start sending pinks Bloons constantly without losing money. That's how it is. And then our last thing here today is gonna be info 6, that is how far I've been typing. It is 14th December, I need to type more about the informative, but for now we have so many recordings I can do, it's actually insane. Info 6, how to defend or how to win on short maps. You can go different strategies like Engi Spike, Dartling Boomer. The best strategy for Dartling Boomer, or the best map I meant for Dartling Boomer is Zen Garden, Indopus, and Glacier Melt. The other short maps are really good with Engi Spike. Heck, even the best as Dartling Boomer usually dies on round 20 or round 22, while Engi Spike does not. Always play safe with these strategies or you end up losing. For example, Engi Spike literally counters Dartling Boomer in boost only. It literally, Dartling Boomer is that horrendous that you need to focus on Dartling Boomer on Zen Garden, Glacier Melt, or in the pools, because any other strategies will not, like, defend an alot rush around 13, for example. Unless you're a really bad rusher, Bloon boost first and then go for the Bloons, then you should definitely always layer with the Bloon boost. For example, non-Bloon boosted rush first and then rush the Bloon boosted after. Basically, it's pretty simple, pretty easy to do so also, but I don't recommend playing every short maps because they're pretty horrendous. If you have to, do it. If you don't feel like it, just surrender or DC before you actually have to play it. It's better than nothing, and I recommend doing that as well. Now for the Engi Spike maps are technically Mountain Thingy, the mountain map, the what's the name again? Industrial Zone? Yeah, Industrial Zone is one of the best Dartling, not Dartling, Engi Boomer map. Not Engi Boomer, Engi Spike. Really, really good map. But there's also one map I did not type in the folder, but doesn't really matter. All you need to know is that the Engi Spike is one of the best combination in short maps. If you know how to play it, obviously. Because Engi Spike will actually, like, destroy the CMG layer, and you can just go for the spike mines. And that's how it is. Yeah, but for now, that is how much I wrote. I will definitely write more if I have more time, but for now, that is all I have to say. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Alright, so that was basically everything I got. I was looking through everything. If I could add anything, this is basically 24th December. It's one day before I scheduled a video. And I have to say, I thought this video would be any longer, but I guess not really, which I'm also happy with. But yeah, nah. There are some questions or infos that I can literally do in the next episode, like next videos, where I just explain, do the strategy, explain what I do, and talk about stuff maybe. And then about info with tournaments, like, we don't need info about tournaments, really. It's just, you go with 4, 8 or 16 members in a tournament, and then, wow, you got a tournament. So what? It is literally nothing. Like, here are some things like a small video on strength and weaknesses, which I already did already. How to beat meme strategies, which I can literally explain in a video. How to counter specify the power combination, which I can also do. Advanced knowledge that pros know how to use and is helpful. You can literally watch Asian, Low Cash, or Sped when it comes to free power-ups. You can look it up to his side. How to win on short maps guide, like, it's also pretty easy, just go acid, team toss, stun bullshit, you know. An updated guide on Dartling farm glue strat, which, again, I can just make a video about it, call it a day, explain what's happening, and boom. And of course a guide to the maps, like best strats on it, and yeah, I already said it, I think on info 3, I think it's test strats. But I have to check. No, it's info 4. Where I explain what is good for anything, basically, and yeah. BTD something, that's for sure. I have to say, since this is 24th December, I've been editing this video for like 8 days straight, and I'm finally done. It took me 8 days to edit everything. I still have to edit the text in here, but other than that, I think I'm done. I'm glad it's like almost 45 minutes long. Like, I'm pretty happy that I don't have to edit too much in this video. But like I said before, it is a Christmas gift for you guys, and you also deserve it, you guys, because all the support you've given me so far is actually amazing. And maybe next year, if we get more than 10 memberships, I would also make a candy member clan, so people can actually join it if you wanna do that. It is something I need to like figure out how I do it, because I can't really go on Discord and ask everybody who has, you know, joined my membership that they can join my clan, for example. I will not do that. That's pretty obvious. So here's the thing. If I get next year maximum at the end of 2025, maximum 25 memberships, like, you know, YouTube memberships, maximum 7.5 to 8k subscribers. You're pretty close to 7k, by the way. And if we get a lot of views in my videos, like, let's see, 3k, 5k each, and then I will be pretty happy, because that would be a really nice goal. So again, 25 memberships at any price. You can go with $1, $3, $5, $25, $50. That's really up to you. Then of course the viewers to be at more than 3k or 5k. Be pretty cool actually to have 10k each. And like I said before, to have more subscribers. Basically 8k is maximum. If we surpass it somehow, then that'd be super wonderful actually, because I really want to make this as my job. If, again, I get jobless, because if I lose that one job now that I will almost have at any moment, which is for drinks, I'll start at 3rd January to work there. If I fail that job, then I have no way in hell to find another job. It will be the last job, my last chance to get this mother freaking life together and actually, hopefully, be in that job for more than 3 years. If I do that, then I'm qualified to have a job no matter where. So please, life, please. But again, I'll say this one more time because I like to repeat myself. More subscribers, 8k maximum. If it's surpassed more than 8k, then it would be amazing, would be wonderful, it would be cool. Viewers should be more than 3k to 5k each video. That'd be also pretty cool. How? I have no idea. I'll check out someday on how to improve my YouTube videos. I don't watch my videos, I should probably do that at some point. And lastly, membership. I need to convince my viewers more on to actually support me, because if you support me, you also get more benefits and perks, and that's literally what I'm trying to do and what I want you guys to have, because you deserve it, technically. So yeah. And also you get also the perk to join my clan, at I think €5. So if I see that you have a €5 membership, you can join my clan, whatever. And I need to change everything up for the next year anyway. I do this every year, I change stuff up. I want to do something this, something that. And yeah. But again, I don't want to practice too long. It's already almost like 45 minutes, which is pretty good, because I don't want to edit too much. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas day. Hope you guys will be enjoying the last 2 days of Christmas, if you have that kind of days, because we Germans do. Then, please do enjoy it still. This is my Christmas gift to you guys. And the technically last video for this year, technically. I'll still make a video on the New Year's Eve, which will be at 12 AM 1st January. So you know when the first year starts. There will be a first day video right on dot. So that's what I want. So again, thank you everybody for this amazing year. There was ups and downs, but with you guys around, there was always ups. No matter how toxic it was in my videos, no matter how toxic these people in my comment section were, you stood by, you enjoyed my videos, you liked the content creation I did. And I'm literally about to cry. Please, I'm about to sneeze. Jesus Christ. But again, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys will have a nice, fantastic year. Because this year is ending in 7 freaking days. It's actually amazing to see and say at the same time it's gonna end in 1 week. But again, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the donations this year. And once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we reached over 6k subscribers, because all the sub bots have been removed. I got notification from YouTube. They've all been removed. We actually have 6.5k subscribers pretty much soon. So again, thank you very much. The support is crazy. Love you guys. I'll see you guys as usual in the next video in New Year's Eve, which is 12 AM 1st January. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys there. Peace out. Love you guys. See ya.